Hi, it's Tom, and welcome to this week's 5 to Thrive. This week, I want to talk about marketing structure. And marketing structure to me is really the way to frame the marketing that you're doing in your business. And if you don't have good structure, what tends to happen is you become reactionary. So if something looks good from a marketing perspective, you jump in and do it. You tend to be shiny object oriented. So you kind of go, oh, well, we should do that, or we should do that. But without that marketing structure, it doesn't have cohesiveness. And so that cohesiveness that you need for your marketing is really built into the structure that I want to give you in today's session. So let's look at it. And I want to look at it really with 4 key elements within this structure. The first one is you have to have a select and identifiable group of prospects that you're marketing to. There is a tendency in our business world to actually try and reach everybody. We want everybody to respond to us. We want to really market to anyone who will respond. And the problem with that is you can't possibly do that. So it's really important to market to a somebody or a group of select somebodies who are predisposed to do business with you, who have a predisposition based on who they are, the problem, the predicament, the pain they have, that you actually solve it for them in your business. And as a result, you start finding those people. So it's really important when you choose a select group of somebodies that they're identifiable and they're easy to reach. If you can't reach them easily, it's going to be hard to market to them. And so your job in your marketing structure is to go, who are we marketing to? Who is this person we're marketing to, and how are we going to reach them? So a predisposed select groups of somebodies who are predisposed to understand what it is you offer and respond to it and work with you. Now, in order to do that, you need to find ways to reach them. If you don't have effective ways to reach this target somebody, you're going to be flailing about. So what you got to do is what tactics, what tools, what media, what methods are going to reach these people. If they're findable and if they're identifiable, can I reach them in different ways? And it's really important that you understand that you have to reach them in different ways. If you attempt to reach them with one way, you just try and reach them with one way, it will likely fail. My belief is you should try to have 5, 6, 7 different ways to reach a client or a prospect. If you don't have those multiple ways, you're going to get cut off many times. So all the different ways that you get in front of them, and then they are much more predisposed to respond to you. So you got to have ways to reach them. Third, you have to have a message that actually supports what it is you're trying to accomplish. You have to talk to them in their language. You got to talk to them the way they like to be talked to. You have to understand the world they live in. I mentioned earlier, problem, their predicament, their pain. What are the things that they're wrestling with that you uniquely solve for them? What are the opportunities? What are the benefits they get from coming to that? That's the messaging. It can't be generic messaging. It has to be messaging that goes through these particular media or methods and reaches them in a way that they feel comfortable with, that they respond to, and that they feel like it makes sense to them. So the content matters, the offers matter. What are you trying to get them to do as a result of the marketing? Now, all of those pieces, all placed in your business, all make sense, but the only way they come to life is through this structural part, which is the systems, the process, the resources, and the procedures. That's what implementation's about. And if you don't have these outside pieces working on your behalf, you're going to hit walls, because you got to have systems. You got to have the ways and means within your business to ensure that the people that you're attracting, the people that you're connecting with, the people that respond to your offers, that you're managing them. You got to have process. You got to know what steps you're going to take in order to get in front of these people and how they're going to respond to you. You have to have resources. That could be money, that could be time, that could be people, that could be subcontractors, that could be all of the tools you use. So you got to have those. And finally, you have to have procedures. What's the first step? What's the second step? What's the third step? Without that, no implementation. This all looks good, but this is what brings it to life. And that's a marketing structure you need. Without that, you're going to lack cohesiveness and not get anywhere. That is this week's 5 to Thrive. You now have the knowledge, so go do something about it. We'll talk to you next week.